Hey, what's happening everybody? Rod J back again to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by and check out another video. We're going to take a look at one from one of our local breweries here in Cincinnati. This is from Rhinegeist Brewery. This is their Crash Pale Ale. This comes in at 5.4% ABV, 44 IBU. Considered to be kind of a hoppy pale ale. It is an American pale ale that combines Azacca, Equinox, and Cascade hops to make it a tropical explosion, essentially. So this is one that's going to be hopefully some pretty good flavors kicking around. Let's go ahead and get it open and get it into a glass and see what it has to offer. Wow. So into the glass it went. Easily got enough of a pretty much probably the 3 to 4 finger head, not 3 finger head there. And on the pour itself, I was already starting to get the aromas that were taking place. So this should be a really nice smelling beer. You look at that head there, it's got some nice foaminess to it. Pretty much sits barely off white, maybe like a cream type color. The body, a nice mid-amber type color. It's got that nice golden orange look you expect on some of the pale ales, but a lot of haziness, which you also expect. Get it to the light, it still stays pretty hazy. Can't even make out as much of the carbonation because of the haze. So a very hazy looking beer. The head is starting to start to break down a little bit, where it's going to look like leave some rockiness behind, and so we should get some pretty good lacing on the glass as it goes down as well. Oh wow, big notes on the aroma. I'm getting a nice citrus tropical feel as to be expected. Definitely pick up some of that notes of the citrus from like the peach, some of the papaya. They make mention of Tangelo on the can as well, and I would agree, you do get that kind of aroma there. But it's got a great amount of citrus, tropical notes coming off of there. Very hop forward. Nice presence, and on the back end, a little bit of a tinge that I get from some of the hops as far as kind of like a resinous or maybe like a pine type smell. But it's very, very little. It's really the tropical notes really dominate, but I do like this smell of it. As far as the taste, yeah, that's a pretty good tasting pale ale there. So it get hit up front with those flavors you expect to get. Nice mouthfeel. Comes in at about a medium body, but it has a nice refreshing quality to it. On the back end, not really any harshness at all as it goes down. Get that initial bitterness up front on the tongue. Carbonation sits very nice. Not overly carbonated at all. Pretty good texture, not too thin on this one. It leaves the tongue, gets the taste buds going, so it leaves the tongue looking for more for sure. Doesn't really get up into the cheeks, at least not as of yet, but comes off the tongue very nicely on the flavor. I do get an overbearing amount, well, I say overbearing, I do get an abundance of some of that tropical feel in the taste as well. On the taste, I'm getting a little bit more of that, I would say, Tangelo and papaya experience, and really just a nice tropical citrus combination, as they explained with the 3 different hops they were actually looking to use. I'm not sure which one they may have used more, if either, for any type of the flavoring at the end of the boil, but it's got that nice effect that you get a pretty good duration, and you're actually tasting a lot of that fruity type flavor from the hops that were used. Really a nice, refreshing pale ale overall. Do get some of the lacing. I thought I might get a little bit more, but in this glass, which I'm using a no-nick pint, I'm getting a little bit of the lacing going down. But look at the head. The head is still hanging in there nicely. Not fully dissipating yet, so it's down to about a finger, maybe a finger and a quarter. Nice overall quality beer there for sure. It's still got a pretty good aroma as it warms up. Still getting the tropical and citrus amounts coming out of it. So all in all, the crispness, the refreshing quality that you will want from like a pale ale seems to be all encompassed in this one, and leaves behind some pretty good flavor that makes you want to sit back and enjoy it. So a nice one overall. Not much complaints at all on this one. A pretty good, decent beer put together by Rhinegeist. Again, this is their Crash Pale Ale. If you've had this one before, let me know what you think. Put some comments in the comment section. Love to hear any feedback you may have on it, but solid pale ale for sure. With that all being said, I appreciate you swinging by and check out another video. I look forward to catching you on the next one down the line. Keep drinking good craft beers, and cheers.